culture of hazing on college campuses is back in the national spotlight after accusations of years of hazing at Northwestern University.
There are ongoing lawsuits in that story, and it's opened the door to a wider conversation about the issue. ABC 13's Greg Bailey joining us now here in the studio to discuss the issue and the things experts say parents should really be aware of.
Yeah, tonight we are getting answers from a hazing expert about what you need to protect your children. Really important here. The allegations of sexualized hazing in that Northwestern football program have pulled back the curtain on the devastating effects of a problem that experts tell us is only getting worse.
The graphic, sexually intense behavior was well known throughout the program. We were physically and emotionally beaten down, and some players have contemplated suicide as a result.
And as a result of those allegations and subsequent lawsuits, Northwestern has fired their longtime football coach, Pat Fitzgerald. Here's what parents need to know. The nationally recognized expert that I talked to told me that hazing is more prevalent and more dangerous than ever. Dr. Susan Lipkins shares the devastating consequences of hazing inside our schools, on our athletic teams, and in our fraternities and sororities.
Some percentage of the people who do have PTSD might consider suicide, might even be hospitalized. I've had patients that has happened to from a psychiatric point of view, because the intensity of the hazing, the sexuality, and the physical harm is very difficult for them to acknowledge and accept.
So I asked Dr. Lipkins, what can parents do to protect their children? Rule number one, talk to your children, your loved ones about hazing. It's a taboo topic, but you need to emphasize that any kind of sexual abuse, physical abuse is never acceptable. Rule number two, watch your children carefully. If they love taking part in their team sport, for instance, but suddenly pull back, withdraw, and don't want to participate, it is time for an honest and supportive conversation. Number three, you need to talk to your coach directly. Ask, what are you doing to protect our children from the effects of hazing? It's not acceptable on any level. Finally, the most important factor of all tells me, Dr. Lipkins says we've got to report hazing. The threat of hazing and escalating hazing is real for those who report it. You might need to do it anonymously. Dr. Lipkins also adds this: breaking the code of silence is always the first step to putting an end to the very real dangers of hazing.
Yeah, some good information, Greg. Thank you so much.